Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. You've gotten a lot of leading questions and cross-examination from my friends on the Republican side of the aisle, so obviously they want to see what you're made of and how tough you are in taking these questions. The trouble is their questions are sort of out of Alice in Wonderland, through the looking glass. If you look at the report that you've given to us today, and just start with Exhibit 1, where it shows that in 2005, 2006, 2007, FHA made very few of the mortgages or endorsed very few of the mortgages. It was all in the private sector, but they failed miserably, the toxic assets there, and this was all under the Bush administration, I would remind my friends. Then the only game in town starting in 2009 was FHA. Is that sort of what Exhibit 1
That's right. We saw our market share go up very significantly.
Because the private sector either was wiped out because they'd made so many lousy loans, or they were too afraid to be in the market at that time. So FHA, as the backstop, was the only thing available. Is that right? I think I'll do some cross-examination. I'll lead you too. So,
yeah, we played our counter-cyclical role and did see market share go up.
So looking then to kind of the subject that we're all talking about, you want to lower some of your fees, because if you look at Exhibit 8, which is credit scores, in 2008, almost 50% of the loans endorsed by FHA at that time were less than 619 FICO score. Okay? Today, October to December of 2014, only 2.3%. So 25 times more in 2008 than today. Today, in 2014, 48% of the loans, the FICO score is over 680 compared to 18% back in 2008. So you're making loans to at least buyers on paper by their FICO score are much better borrowers. Pardon me, borrowers is what I meant.
That's correct.
Okay, and we can see as we go through these exhibits, especially Exhibits 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, delinquencies are way down compared to 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Is that a fair statement?
That is fair. That's correct.
They're about 1/10 of what they were.
Yeah, and just in the last 2 years, as I mentioned, we've seen serious delinquencies go down by 27%.
All right, so the one that I really want to focus on, which goes to the solvency and the productivity of this program, is Exhibit 2.8. It's on page 40, or pardon me, 2.7, book value by cohort. And if you look at that, and I would suggest to my friends on the Republican side of the aisle that they do that, the book value of the FHA loans under the Bush administration were terribly in the red. Before, under Clinton administration, just barely positive. Under the Bush administration, deeply in the red, broke, if you will. And since the Obama administration took over, now very valuable in terms of the book value. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, it is fair to say that that the value of these books has increased tremendously over the last several years.
Okay, so what you're trying to do now is you are working towards fulfilling that capital reserve requirement. You're not doing it overnight, but you're doing it steadily, and every year you're adding to that. But you've limited many of your borrowers to these very high credit scores. Wouldn't you say that's fair
That's
statement?
right. The average borrower, as I said, has a credit score around 680. Okay. So that it is a higher category of borrower.
So you're in a position now with a stronger economy than we had in 2006, 2007, 2008, the end of the Bush administration. You've got strong borrowers where the bulk of your borrowers are above 680 now. To be able to move forward with another mandate that you have, which is to provide funds for responsible borrowers and to move affordable housing forward where possible.
We absolutely are achieving both of those things.
Isn't that what you want to do? Isn't that what this is all about?
Certainly, as I said, we're striking that strong balance between continuing to improve the financial health of the fund and also meeting our historic mission of opening up opportunity for hardworking Americans who are responsible to be able to access credit to own a home.
Okay. Thank you. I yield back.